I think we were just chatting while you were presenting. Of course, very impressive journey in terms of the entire omnichannel enablement that you have gone about. One of the questions that came to most of our mind is in terms of the scale, if you can talk about a little bit more, and also if there are milestones that you had defined, and how have you gone about defining those milestones and achieving the milestone, whether in terms of revenue, in terms of volumes, or anything that you can speak about.
Just to put some perspective to the data I'm talking about, from Liberty's overall turnover, we started our journey 5 years back with almost zero, or I would say point, where e-commerce was an irrelevant segment. And I think last 2-3 years, we have made it slightly more relevant, and it is about 8 to 10% of our business. From a focus point of view, I think looking at the customer journey changing and the relevance it is becoming important and relevant within the management eye to look at a differential product strategy, which was completely not there. Creating a lot of products, I think about 20 to 30% of the merchandise is now developed keeping in mind the e-commerce customer, the content, what we are creating for, I would say, the e-commerce customer is not fully getting replicated for the offline customer, because that's also helping our offline customer and internal selling. Let that same data become relevant for our, I would say, internal selling, or I would say internal app to engage with dealers or distributor. So which has also become quite relevant. From the perspective of the consumer behavior, yes, still e-commerce is a very discount-driven, a lower average selling price. Our average selling price of still online is double than the online presence. It's still a low-margin business in online because the expense model is very high, unlike which most of the people said that the traditional model will be much more expensive to manage than online. In current scenario, I still feel online is a much more difficult model. I am still waiting for that scale to come, whereby I see this as a cost-saving model than a different way.